Hi everyone, this is Aesthetics by Chiya. Today I'll be sharing some of my absolute makeup favorites and essentials. I have been using most of the products since 4 to 5 years, but some of them are recent discoveries which I fell in love with. For my everyday base, I like using the Moonshot Micro Settingfit Cushion EX. I used this cushion in my previous YouTube video, and as you could see, it has a really nice and radiant finish. It has a light to medium coverage and it gives the skin a really nice glow. It doesn't transfer much during the day and is able to last for a full 12 to 14 hour working day. The Estée Lauder Double Wear foundation has been a favorite of mine since many years. The staying power of this foundation is like no other, and it provides medium to full coverage. This was my go-to foundation when I was living in Thailand because it beats the humidity and my skin looked perfect even after sweating a lot. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation is something which I save up for important and special occasions. It actually makes my skin look airbrushed and flawless without feeling too heavy at all. A little bit goes a long way with this foundation, and I realized that I do not need a lot of product to make my skin look good with this foundation. Not only that, it provides the skin a really luminous and healthy glow-like finish. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder has a really silky texture and is really lightweight. The powder is really lightweight and it feels like I'm wearing a setting powder, and it also helps me stay shine free throughout the day. I have been using the Benefit Cosmetics Hoola Bronzing Powder since 4 to 5 years to contour and to warm up my face. It does not have that ashy or orangey tone, and it does not contain any kind of shimmer as well. Not only is it easy to blend, but it gives the skin a really natural and skin-like finish. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer is a finely milled matte bronzer which provides the skin with such a sun-kissed glowing look. The bronzer has a really luxurious feel to it, and I love the way it lasts on my skin. All of Charlotte Tilbury products have gorgeous packaging, and this one comes in the most beautiful gold compact case with such a huge mirror. The Benefit Cosmetics Lovetint is a really warm bright red tint, which however can be sheared out to a more subtle and bright pink on the cheeks. It provides a really nice flush of pink to the cheeks, and the formula is smudge proof and transfer proof as well. The Benetint by Benefit has a really light and watery texture compared to the Lovetint. This adds a beautiful flush for a natural look. However, I find that I need to work really fast with this product in order to avoid any kind of patchiness and unevenness. The Soap & Glory Major Blush is what got me started into collecting blushes. The shade that I have here with me is Rosy Chic, which is a matte peachy nude. The pigmentation of this blush is really incredible, and this shade is very flattering as well. The Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic blusher in Pillow Talk is my go-to everyday blush. The color gives a beautiful sheen and the formula is so silky and luxurious. It has a really natural luminosity to it that is very skin-like, and it just melts into the skin. The Tarte Tartelette Toasted Eyeshadow Palette screams of fall and winter with its warm hues. The texture is velvety smooth and it lasts a really long amount of time on my eyelids even without any kind of primer. The shades on this palette are really pretty and are wearable for everyday use as well. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Master Palette by Mario is by far my most used eyeshadow palette. The formula is super creamy and pigmented and they blend easily but without diffusing all the pigment. The range of everyday neutral shades is what makes me come back to this palette time and again. Here I'm swatching the shade called Marina, which is a really beautiful champagne color. You could tell by now that I'm really into neutral shades, and the Tarte Tartelette in Bloom is such a beautiful neutral eyeshadow palette. I can confidently say that it is one of my favorites with its amazing blendability, color payoff, and the fact that it looks just as great at the end of the day as it did when I first put it on. For filling in my eyebrows, I have been using the Anastasia Beverly Hills DIPBROW Pomade in the shade medium brown since so many years. It looks very natural and I really like that it is smudge resistant and the texture of the product is really soft as well. Most days I skip filling in my eyebrows, but I like using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel in order to set my eyebrows. The gel helps keep my brows in place and looking clean and sharp without making them look overly done. Before using any mascara, I always use the Etude House Dr. Mascara Fixer. It makes the lashes so defined and it holds the curls so well. For my mascara, I have been using the Essence Lash Princess Mascara since 4 years now. It provides dramatic length and great volume to my eyelashes, and this stuff does not budge at all. It doesn't flake throughout the day, and I also like the wand since it perfectly separates my lashes. I admit that I'm a big lipstick hoarder, especially when it comes to pretty pinks, corals and peachy tones. The NARS Afterglow Lip Balm in the shade Dolce Vita is a really nice casual lip color. It isn't as long lasting as I'd like it to be, but it gives a nice tint to the lips. The MAC lipstick in the shade Brick Ola is a mid-tone berry and has an amplified creme finish. It has a little bit of subtle shine, but the color is quite opaque. The Chanel Rouge Coco Shine in shade 74 is a color that I used to mix with other darker tones to achieve a different kind of shade. This is also the Chanel Rouge Coco Shine, but it has a more of a warmer berry tone to it. This is the lip tint that I used in my last video. It is the APO Juicy Pink Mousse Tint. I absolutely adore this pink color. It looks so flattering on my skin tone and you know I love it. I love it so much. The Too Faced Melted Matte Lipstick in the shade Social Fatigue is a brownish nude color that looks really good on my warmer skin tone. The next lipstick that I have been using since 2 to 3 years is the Maybelline Power Matte in the shade Toasted Brown. It is an amazing orangish brown nude color which really complements my skin tone. This is the Moonshot Revity Paris lipstick in the shade 602 Chite. It is an orange brown lipstick which has a velvet finish to it. It feels really weightless on the lips and it also blurs the lines for a feathered finish look. The Chanel Rouge Allure in the shade 75 is a really beautiful nude brown. The texture is soft with medium coverage and they have a weightless, nice satiny finish with a soft shine. The Gerard Cosmetics lipstick in the shade French Toast is a really beautiful toasted brown. With all the lipstick that I own, it is quite difficult for me to finish a lipstick, but this actually is a repurchase. The Moonshot Tint Fit Blur in the shade 503 Hush Copper is almost like a My Lips but better, but slightly more red color, but it's still so pretty. Another one of my favorite shade from the same range would be 504 Wanted. It is a gorgeous mix of bright red and dark red. The Fenty Beauty Stunner Lip Paint Longwear Flute Lip color in the shade Uncensored is such a perfect universal red color. I guess this shade looks so good on every skin tone and I personally really love it. So the last lip product that I have as my favorite is the NARS Power Matte Lip Pigment in the shade Star Woman. It is a moderately cool zone dark red color that just really brightens up my face. On a daily basis, I rarely use setting spray, but if I had to use one, I know it would be this Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I honestly swear by this product because it keeps the makeup fresh, smudge proof and transfer resistant for such a long time. The mist is very fine and you do not need a lot of sprays, just a few sprays is enough to lock in all my makeup. So that is everything for my absolute makeup favorites and essentials. I do believe that the list will change as I introduce myself to other new products and get to try so many other products that are available. If there are any holy grail products that you also swear by, then please do let me know. I would also love to try them out. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you around. Love, Aesthetics by Chiya.